Yo, what is up? It's your girl Becky, your sketching pal from Hong Kong, and it's time for a good old-fashioned urban sketch because Hong Kong is probably as urban as it gets. And I'm feeling like I wanted to do something a little bit simple today, maybe just sketching some people or just some scenes, kind of ease myself back into sketching in Hong Kong because I haven't really been sketching around the city for about a month and a half or a month or so. And I'm gonna take you along with me. Let's go. You can imagine being in this crowd and all this constant noise. Finding a place to sketch is not as easy as it seems. So I will actually really need to make sure that I have a spot where I can actually perch down. If I want to put out my camera to record for you guys, it's not going to be in the way of anybody. So you actually can hear me talk as well, which is, I don't think it's something that you can hear me at the moment. So I just perched myself in this small little park kind of in the middle of the city. And I thought being here, given that the park has like a lot of sitting area, kind of would give me a lot of, I guess, inspiration for me to sketch, because I thought that, sketching people, sketching movement around the city was something that I am in the mood for currently. And I just thought that if I'm here, there would be like a lot of choices, because just looking around me, there is just so many people just perched, sitting around, minding their own business, and that's what I'm gonna do too. I'm just gonna mind my own business and start sketching them.
Becky from the future here, hitting you up with the voiceover. Also, I totally missed that opportunity to make a Beck from the future reference. Geez, I need to do that from now on. Anyways, I am now building up the profile of these two men that are sitting just like across the park from me, and I can kind of see that they know that I'm looking at them, but somehow they don't care that I'm sketching them. So I'm just gonna continue on my merry way, because as you can see, they are on their phones, which is how everyone is these days, which not necessarily a bad thing, because I guess maybe that's like the only downtime they get to be on their phone. So not a hater here, or at least I try not to be. And I'm trying to use my Sailor Fude pen, which I'm actually trying to figure out if I should use like the thicker parts a little bit more, because I see from like my video recordings, I have a tendency to only do the to flip the pen. So I don't know if it's a confidence issue that I'm only starting with like the thin tip first before I go to the thicker part. And I really learned how to use this pen from people like Liz Steele and Paul Heaston that I follow, both of them on Instagram, and they seem to really know their way around the pen. And I think I've already gotten like a year plus of pen mileage with this pen, but somehow I'm still struggling. Anyways, watercolor stage is pretty straightforward. I have this little napkin that I have with me. It's quite handy, and I always like recommend having it next to me. Maybe one day I will actually use it on my pants or something if I don't have a napkin next to me, but for now I have tissue, so that's what I'm using. I tend to basically block out all the similar colors in first, and that's been like a really speedy way to speed up the sketch, or to paint in things a little bit faster. And even though maybe like the colors aren't exactly what I see, like maybe the right side man's shirt is actually not that blue, but it does add a little bit more harmony to the sketch, I feel like, when the colors are quite similar. So sometimes I do bend over the reality a little bit in order to have it match my convenience in colors. And I didn't want to overcomplicate the sketch, so we are just gonna leave it right here.
Alright, now that my sketch is done, that is going to be it from me today, because I am craving bubble tea and I really want to get it really soon. Thanks again for joining my adventure. I hope that was a really simple and nice one that Might inspire to start off with people sketching because honestly, even though they like move a lot and it's really tricky to get them in like one position, it's part of the fun and it's kind of where you kind of feel like the life of the people around you and you get to embody that in a sketchbook, which I think is pretty special. I'm gonna leave you right here. As always, take care, happy sketching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!